All right, today we want to share with you how we made some inexpensive grassy areas for our track, for our slot car track. You can buy matting, you can buy a lot of things that to us were just kind of expensive, and plus we wanted the joy of doing it ourselves. So we start out, we have our layout down, and it's all sitting on plywood, a plywood base, like most people I believe do theirs. We went to the hobby store or any home goods.
Fabrics.
Joann Fabrics is where we got this, and it's called cotton batting, and people use it a lot in when they're stuffing pillows and chairs, and it's thin. So you can buy different sizes of it. We use it for other things, so we just used we bought a roll of it. So this is kind of what it looks like. I cut a piece off of that roll, and as you can see, if I hold it up, it's about the same thickness as your track. So it makes it look like, the grass comes right up to the top of your track. You can kind of get an idea there, and you can see on our track. So what we do is we take, after our track, we lay the cotton batting out in the areas we want it. You can cut it either with scissors, you can use X-Acto knives, whatever works best for you. But you cut it to fit the area, and you can always trim it even more after you get it down. And then we just take Elmer's glue. We just take like the white Elmer's glue bottle and just squirt it around. You can roll it on. There's other glues you can use. And the first thing we do is adhere it to as if this was our track base, we adhere it to the track base and let it dry just like that. So after we cover the whole area, and you can do it, we painted it after it's on. You could paint it before. I think it'd be fine. It does get a little stiffer once you paint it, so it's more flexible and pliable if you put it down first. And you can still do well painting with once it's on there. So once it dries and sets up and you're happy with the layout, then our next step was to paint it. And we painted kind of, this is just a little sample I made up. We kind of just painted a brown color just to kind of look like dirt. And we bought some. Actually, we went to Home Depot and they had some paint that people didn't pick up, and so we got a quart for like $1 or less. But it's not in any kind of water-based brown paint to get the dirt texture. And we took a brush and we just kind of go around daubing it around. As you can see over here, some areas we didn't cover it as solid to make it look like the rocks sticking through the turf. So you can kind of even play with the texture of it with how you do the painting. But the base is always the brown, or what we use is just a brown base color to give it the dirt look. And then after that sets up and dries, we then take, we use the Woodland Scenics, and you can buy it at the hobby shops. And
What is their shop actually called?
Scale Reproductions is the hobby shop that we use, and they're great people. They help us a lot. But we get this there, and they have different colors. And actually, I like to use different colors, like blend colors, and it kind of gives a little more dimension. But you basically you take some in your finger and you just kind of let it sprinkle around, and get it to how much color you want in your grass, and it kind of. You're kind of covering the dirt, but not totally covering it, because you want to see some dirt like you would see in most places, unless you have a real manicured lawn. But and then you can, if you get the combination, you can mix it up with other colors just to give it a little definition, so it's not all just one solid color. So you're kind of layering colors. You start with the brown for the dirt, and then get a couple different textures of color for the soil, the turf. And you just keep doing that. And one of these bags did our whole track, or two of the bags, where we combined it. And so it goes a lot further, especially since you already have a base color of brown, and you have the look of the grass already. So you just spread that around the way you want, and get it to the color that you're happy with. And then what we do after that, just to kind of lock it in, we take a squirt bottle, which I don't have right now, mix it with just some Elmer's glue, just a real thin, so you can spray it. And you just do a real thin spritz coat over it, and it'll actually glue these loose particles, the turf, and actually glue it to the texture. And so that's kind of how we made our inexpensive grass areas. And you just play with it to get the look you want. You know, like I say, on hillsides, you may want to leave some exposed areas because it looks like little rocks protruding outside of it. And then you might try different colors. And then some areas, if we want like a gravel path, we'll use some, again, back to the wooded scenics, you can buy ballast, they call it, different little sizes of rocks. And you can put a path, like it looks like a concrete or a gravel path to somewhere. So that's kind of how we did our grass, and we're really pleased with it, and we really enjoyed the look of it, and it's working for us. So we wanted to share that little inexpensive way of growing grass for your racetrack. So hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you give it a shot and it works for you, and you enjoy as much as we do. So
Make sure to subscribe for tons more content on Slot Car Track fun and video games.
yeah.
And we will see you all in the next video. Bye.